After decades of putting everyone else first, this is your time to shine. Welcome to the Sass'nSoul podcast, where brilliant women just like you are finally putting themselves at the top of their to-do list. You are ready to reawaken your dormant dreams, take center stage, and unleash your full creative voice. I'm Cindy Kennedy, a seasoned life and leadership coach, global speaker, yogi, and the founder of the Center for Sass'nSoul. I'm here to accompany you on your quest to live a wildly purposeful and pleasurable life. After all, success is personal. It's not about following a script, but answering the calling of your soul. So get ready to join me and my global friends as we explore how to reclaim our sass and lead from our soul. Welcome, welcome, beautiful souls. This is so exciting because this is episode number 1. Numero uno, eins, all of that. And you know when you start something brand new, that combination of excitement and nerves that just kind of flush through your body, and you can feel your heart pounding, and you're not kind of sure if you want to anchor in the nervousness or the excitement. That's kind of where I'm at right now. And I am so thrilled to bring you along this journey. Because the truth is that new beginnings can happen in the blink of an eye. All you need to do is decide. It's like when you're working on a film set, or if you've never worked on the film set, I'm sure you've seen a clapper. So a clapper is what they have when they state what the scene is. So Cindy's podcast, take one, and then they take the clapper and go. Anytime in your life, you can make a decision to start anew. And that's what I love about this. And while this podcast has been in my mind, not just for the last few months, but for the last few years, it's so exciting to be here doing it. So welcome, welcome. Now, because this podcast is called Success Alignment for Women. So Sass'nSoul, Success Alignment for Women. I want to get really clear on why it's so important for us to talk about alignment. Now, I know each one of you have probably gone and tried on like a dress or an outfit that it just didn't kind of fit on your body. At first you're like, oh, this is really pretty, but then it just kind of sat wrong. And when you started to look at the seam work or how it was made, you realize that it's actually kind of crooked. So as beautiful as it might look and you wish you had it, you know it doesn't feel right. And so you take it off and you put it back on the rack. When we don't feel in alignment, something doesn't feel right. And we don't want to move through the world not feeling aligned. We don't want to be wearing a dress that kind of looks pretty, but we know that something's off because we don't bring our authentic self forward. Now, decades ago, when I had this huge injury, one of the first healers that I saw, she had me lie down on my back. And she said, Cindy, lie on your back, and I want you to look directly up at the ceiling. So I did what she said. I laid on my back, and I looked straight up. And she said, no. You need to look directly at the ceiling. And I said, but I am. I'm looking right at the ceiling. She goes, okay, so this is where we're going to start. And she gently got down on her knees and she cupped my head with both of her hands. And she tilted my head about 30 degrees to the left. And then she said, now you are straight. I'm like, what? I literally felt completely twisted over to the left. And the only way that I could see the ceiling was by drawing my eyes all the way over to the right. It felt terribly wrong. And I said, no, I'm twisted now. She goes, I promise you, now you're straight. I needed proof. So I took my hand and I put it at the back of my head. And sure enough, the back of my head was completely centered on the floor. Like, how is this possible? And so I decided to revert my head back to the position that I thought felt centered. And I did. And that's when my eyes felt like they were just easily looking straight ahead. And then I put my hand again to the back of my head on the floor. And sure enough, it was completely tilted over to the right. I thought, how does this work when the actual physiology of your own body and your own eyes feel like you're moving straight ahead, but I was 30 degrees off? This is what happens when smart women aren't aligned. We think we're moving straight ahead. We think that we're actually making these great inroads, only to find ourselves veering off course. And maybe even saying to yourself, seriously, I thought I dealt with that already. I thought I was way more confident. What the heck am I doing doubting myself yet again? Gosh, I've really disciplined myself to stay true to myself. Why in the world did I just not back myself or advocate myself? So this desire and need for alignment is crucial, because if we don't, we're going to keep yo-yoing all around ourselves, waste time, start to get really, really frustrated with ourselves, and we're not going to anchor into the deep, wise woman that we truly are. So this is what this podcast is meant to do. Because the truth is when we connect with our sass, we can only do that when we source it from our soul. When we close our eyes and know what feels true to us. So on our very first episode, I just want to let you know what you're going to experience as we journey through the Sass'nSoul podcast together. Some of our episodes are going to be very soul-based. We're going to really go deep and look within ourselves, because sometimes you need that anchor. And other times you're looking for a hit of inspiration. You're looking for this levity and this lightness that you and your heart and your body need today. And we're going to talk about sass. We're going to look at the funny things, the hilarious things, the embarrassing things, that which makes us smile, find the humor back in life again, to be able to lighten up and move forward. And not forward, veering off, but forward. So I just want to welcome you. This is the short first episode. I want to welcome you to this podcast, and I can't wait to venture together. Keep breathing in your truth so you can exhale your magnificent self out into the world. See you next time.